Welcome back. Do you feel called to the mission field? We want to hear about it. Just scan the code below that you see right there in the corner of your screen and tell us about your desire and how we can pray for you. That code will be up for the next few minutes. Well, Rebecca Friday started making short-term mission trips in the 1980s. To date, she's made 24 trips to Latin America, serving as a substitute orphanage director, English teacher, and much more. Now she's written a book called Great Commission Adventures, Real-Life Encounters of an Unlikely Missionary. And Rebecca Friday joins us now for more on her exciting story. Rebecca, thanks for being with us. You call yourself an unlikely missionary. What do you mean by that?
Well, I guess I'm just a scaredy cat at heart. No one would have ever, in high school or college, voted me the bravest person on the planet.
Well, you write in your book, God is everywhere, even in the most hellish environments. Describe the kind of atmosphere you're talking about and how you've seen God work in some of these places.
Well, the streets are unsafe. The government has not provided safe streets for the people, and it's been scary at times to be out on the streets. I don't go out at night unless I'm with a group of people. But it's been a wonderful experience for me. I've seen God at work in so many different ways, especially with my work with orphans. You can imagine how devastating that is for little kids when, they're ripped away from their family and put in a group home. And I've just seen God change lives and put back together the broken pieces of so many little kids. It's been wonderful to see God do that sort of thing.
Rebecca, much of your book deals with your yearly service at an orphanage on an island off of Honduras. You say that your most enduring legacy may be the love song that you sing to the orphans at night. What is that song and why is it so powerful?
Okay, well, I'm not going to sing it, but it's I love you so much. I love you so much. I can't even tell you how much I love you.
Wow.
You're special to me. You're special to me. I'm happy to have you as part of my life. And it just kind of goes on. I love you. I love you. I love you. And the kids can't hear it enough. Sometimes when I show up, they'll say, Miss Rebecca, sing the song. I mean, they're kids. And I do it when I tuck them in bed at night, which doesn't happen a whole lot in group homes.
Wow, I love the song without even hearing you sing it. Okay, so you also write that Great Commission work is full of unknowns, that what looks like a detour is actually taking you closer to God's plan, and the main thing becomes the minor thing. I love that. How has missions work reshaped your view of God's priorities?
Well, the story that comes to mind is I was teaching English language classes to I actually had 60 students. And one student, though, in particular, was very pregnant, and she was actually my only advanced student. So I just had her in class. She was about 9 months pregnant, and she had the baby, and the baby died. And I did not go there expecting to do that. And I'm sorry, I'm a little bit of a crybaby, but I remember going, to her home afterwards, and she was just so devastated and so broken. And that was my main reason for going, I'm sure.
Yeah, to comfort her and just to be there and tell her it was going to be okay. And also talk about the lives that are changed. You left a comfortable life to go and be in this orphanage off Honduras. Is there one story that stands out to you of someone's life that you helped change?
There's a girl, she's 19 now. And when she was 10, she first came to the orphanage. She didn't tell her story to too many people. And I had actually just recovered from cancer, and it kind of opened a door for me. And she told me about how, as a little girl, she came there when she was 10. So probably 8 or 9, she watched her mom die of cancer, and it couldn't have been pretty because she lived in one of the poorest areas on the island, didn't have good medical care. And then afterward, her dad came on the scene to take custody of her and her little sister, and he sexually abused her. Oh. And I remember her telling me the story that was so sad. She said, at first, no one believed me. And anyway, we developed a real close bond through the years, and God just has so changed her life. I mean, either one of those things could have destroyed a person. But she's 19 now. She has a great sense of humor, very confident. Yeah. Trust God, and she's actually studying at the university to be a nurse now. Just a completely delightful person. If you met her, you would never know that she had kind of a double horrible trauma.
Wow, I'm so glad you were there for her. And what do you want people to take away from your book, Rebecca?
I hope they get excited about missions. I've been excited about missions since I was a teenager, but I don't see that out there in the general population. That was one of the big reasons why I wrote the book, to motivate people. I know everyone can't go to the front lines, but I think everyone can get involved in some way. Financial support, driving people to the airport, praying for them. Missionaries need a lot of support. So I hope it'll generate excitement for the Great Commission.
All right, Rebecca Friday's book is called Great Commission Adventures. I can't wait to really dive into that. And you can learn more about it at our website, cbnnews.com. Rebecca, God bless you. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Wendy.